What's up guys, Anton here at DPR. We got the first clutch from NBK Reptiles of 2024 and it had to be a cantaloupe. If you're ready, let's jump right into that. Alright, so a little bit of a recap on the Cantaloupe project. In the last couple years, I've made a couple videos on YouTube. We brought that gene into Reptile Exposed, showing them a little bit of display of what we did and what we think the project, where it could go. From what we understand, Cantaloupe is a brightening gene, very subtle on its own, but it really has a lot of potential when you start stacking it with other things. One of the main effects of Cantaloupe that we've discovered through the years is, well, obviously it's a cleaner gene, but it really has a very crazy side effect. It will cut a clean line on the animals. Also, a lot of flamings on those sides. Those patterns coming from the dorsal all the way up to the belly. Those are basically flames. They're colorless because there's no yellow belly in it, but they're nonetheless very open because of the cantaloupe. So we really wanted to, in the past years, add yellow belly into it to really see what was the potential of that. And we did. We did videos on that, how the cantaloupe and yellow belly interacts together. Both of them are crazy. Yellow belly brings that colors in the flames, and cantaloupe really enhances and opens up those flames. Those two genes are made for each other. So cantaloupe being a gene that really interacts with the side of the animal. Another gene that does that is Calico, and we really wanted to know what Calico and cantaloupe would do together, and we made those babies this year. So this little female here, she's actually a twin. So she was really small when she started, but she's really starting to catch up on it. So this animal here is a Enshi Cantaloupe Calico. Really awesome colors on those sides. Those whites are extremely crisp. I really love the interaction of both genes together. Obviously, it's really going to be interesting to see how it ages. That's where Cantaloupe and Calico both work at their best, is with size, with age. It also has a crazy flame right here. I doubted them to be yellow belly at first because of that flame and the saturation on those sides. This is a extremely neat looking Enshi Calico, but thankfully we did make one with yellow belly in the clutch, and it's like, just look at this, guys. This is purely insane. Look at the amount of flames on that snake. This is ridiculous. So this animal here is Enshi Cantaloupe Calico Yellow Belly. So best of both worlds in this animal here. You basically have that white from the Calico going along the entire animal, but you have those flames enhanced by the cantaloupe and the yellow belly together. They are absolutely nuts. This animal just gains colors as we go. Like, as this animal grows, he's getting more and more vibrant. So this one is all about the flamings, and when you add pastel, this is where you really have that calico effect popping and coming at play here. This is basically pastel version, so pastel Enshi Calico Cantaloupe Yellow Belly. You still have those crazy flames, those crazy oranges on the sides. Look at this, guys. That's absolutely nuts. But the pastel really brings back that white from the Calico, and we really notice that pastel and cantaloupe are working so well together. Those yellows are extremely vivid, extremely bright. So this animal is kind of the gem of the year when it comes to our discoveries with the Cantaloupe project. Obviously, the next step is going to be adding Orange Dream into it. Just imagine how well OD and Calico works together. Imagine adding OD inside of this combo. It would be absolutely astonishing. So this is basically going to be our next step. One of our goals for 2024 is going to be adding Orange Dream inside of this and potentially making super cantaloupe calico combos. Obviously, this is also going to be pretty exciting. So here's the new clutch. I just changed it from the incubation bin just so they were not super dirty and they look very clean. So this pairing comes from one of our males, Super Enshi Super Cantaloupe Pastel Yellow Belly, to a OD Enshi Cantaloupe female. So that's always the cool thing about a cantaloupe clutch. They are always neon when they hatch. I'm not entirely sure what we have inside of this clutch, as oftentimes with more subtle gene like lace or whatnot, you need a couple of sheds before really understanding what we have. But since the father is super and she's super cantaloupe, everything is and she cantaloupe. I think this one here is just a single gene and she cantaloupe. But again, amazing sides, beautifully contrasted animal, super gold in coloration. Here, I think we have a super enchi cantaloupe. Look at those flames, super crazy, but doesn't have a yellow belly. So this is probably just the effect of cantaloupe there that is making those flames really pop. Could be super, but again, before a shed, it's really hard to say. Moving on, this one here, I think is OD enchi cantaloupe. Again, amazing looking animals, super crisp, super contrasted, really, really awesome looking snake. I think this one's going to age amazingly. Then moving on to animals that I really think that might be super cantaloupe. This, I have a strong feeling that this is a super cantaloupe combo just based on how insanely clean those sides are. Pastel involved, pastel, OD, enchi, cantaloupe, potentially super cantaloupe. Really, really neat looking snake. I think it's hard to see on camera, but this animal is extremely orange. Yellows are there, beautiful snake. And the last one, this one is a male. This one is insane, but look at those flames, guys. That is absolutely ridiculous. This, honestly, this looks like a Desert Ghost combo. This looks like a pastel enchi yellow belly DG of some sort. Really awesome looking animal. Those blacks are extremely crisp. That head stamp looks Desert Ghost to me. And look at the sides. Those flames are absolutely ridiculous. Extreme amount of flames and saturation inside of them. This is what we want and what we like from the platform of OD, yellow belly, and cantaloupe together. Those flames are just crazy. So this animal here, pastel, enchi, OD, cantaloupe, yellow belly, potentially super cantaloupe. So what's ahead for 2024 when it comes to the Cantaloupe project? 2024 won't be our biggest cantaloupe year just because last year we had a lot of females going. This year, a lot of the males that we wanted to breed are a little small, and we don't want to repeat the same things and basically do the same pairings. Again, we really want to push it and innovate with that project. So 2024 is still going to be a little bit slower. 2025 though is going to be absolutely insane. The goal mainly is going to be introduce the Cantaloupe Calico yellow belly platform to Orange Dream, maybe also to the super cantaloupe. This is going to be something that we want to work into as well. Definitely hitting some visual cantaloupe hypos. That's going to be a goal of ours. Hypo age so well, so does cantaloupe. I think those two are just a perfect match together. So that's a little bit of what we have ahead. And in the next 4 or 5 years, cantaloupe is going to go to that project right here. And if you don't know what it is, I'll let you try to guess it. And if you know what it is, you know how well this project works with pastel and with OD and with yellow belly. So I can just imagine what a pastel OD yellow belly cantaloupe plus that gene recessive is going to look like. I'm super stoked. This is heavily going to be our future for the cantaloupe gene. We've invested in that project based on the fact that we've had that cantaloupe and we want to introduce both genes together. We have those cantaloupes had hypo. This male has also had hypo. I'm just stoked to have in like 4 or 5 years some cantaloupe plus that gene. It's going to be epic, guys. I'm super, super thrilled about it. Let me know down in the comments which of those babies you prefer and where would you take that cantaloupe project from. And if you know what it is, let me know what it is. I'm super stoked. Those cantaloupes, some of them will be available on NBK Reptiles Morph Market. Be sure to check that out. And on this, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'll go check our own available animals at DPR on Morph Market, and follow our Instagram account as well. Everything down in the description below. We'll see you soon. Cheers.